Kool TV and the Total Media Sports Network present the 2025 16th Region Volleyball Tournament live from Raceland-Worthington High School. Now let's go to the Palace for all the action of the 2025 16th Region Volleyball Tournament live on Kool TV. And a pleasant good evening from the Palace on the campus of Raceland-Worthington High School. Welcome in to first round matchups as night number 2 gets underway with West Carter and Russell. West Carter 15-10, the champions out of the 62nd district. Russell at 26-10, the runners-up out of the 63rd. Winners of this game will play the winner of our second matchup tonight, which is Ashland and Fleming County. That game scheduled to start around 7:15. But looking at the matchups, Russell took a 3-0 loss to Greenup County in the districts after beating Greenup County in both matchups in the regular season. West Carter east passed East Carter in their district championship to pick up win number 15. We'll step out for a break. We come back. Katie Neltner will join me. We'll break things down, get you ready for first serve on a good one. Russell and West Carter as we start things off here on day number 2 of the 16th Region Tournament, live from the Palace on Kool TV.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe that strong communities begin with strong partnerships, and that starts with trust. Since 1932, we've proudly served the families and businesses of this region because your goals matter, your family matters, and your future should be built on a foundation you can count on and trust. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice.
No matter if you are building a new home or remodeling your current one, let DJ's Kitchen Corner design your new kitchen. From custom cabinets to countertop spaces, no design is too big for DJ's Kitchen Corner. They offer free estimates and their friendly staff is committed to helping you every step of the way to find your perfect space. Give them a call at 606-928-3688 to schedule an appointment and check them out online at djskitchencorner.com. That's DJ's Kitchen Corner, located at 5350 State Route 5 in Ashland, family owned and operated for 40 years.
Are you looking for a senior care assisted living facility for your loved one? Look no further. Heritage Point Assisted Living is located at 3304 Rhodes Avenue, New Boston. Owners Steve and Debbie Akers invite you to stop by and see their beautiful home-like atmosphere, including rooms with walk-in showers. Residents can also walk in the beautiful courtyard, shop in the general store, enjoy 3 delicious meals each day. From respite care to housekeeping and laundry services to free transportation to local doctor's visits, Heritage Point provides the care your loved one needs. Over 50 years of providing care. That's Heritage Point Assisted Living. Call today 740-456-8245, 740-456-8245. Our family caring for your family.
With Christmas just around the corner, Wireman's Greenhouse, located on US 23 in Greenup, is your home for all your decoration needs. Wireman's features Fraser fir, Norway spruce, Serbian spruce, and white pine, as well as potted evergreen trees that's a perfect touch for your home, and they offer wreath-making classes available to all ages. Wireman's also has poinsettias and custom fruit and gift baskets, as well as gift cards for that holiday treat. This holiday season, let Wireman's help you deck the halls for all your decoration needs. Wireman's Greenhouse on US 23 in Greenup, and check them out on Facebook.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Back at the Palace, Russell and West Carter, as we get you set for game number 1 of the evening event. As joining me now, Katie Neltner. Coach, good evening. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, doing okay. I'm glad you're back for night number 2.
Appreciate it. I brought my cough drops because I've never talked this much.
Now, I don't buy that.
Hard to believe.
Hard to believe that.
Don't ask my husband.
Yeah, for sure. This is a matchup, a replay back in the regular season, September 8th. Russell went through this one 3-0, 25-12, 25-12, 25-11. And when you look at the numbers, it's very leading one-sided. Russell with some big hitters across the net. J.C. Hall, obviously one of the best players in the 16th region. You've got the Sizemore twins, Kennedy Darnell. They've got some great setters, some good pieces in the back row that does some. does something to get the ball moving. And then on West Carter, there's no secret. It starts with Mallory Hicks up front. Everything goes through her.
Yeah, absolutely. Russell has, they're just all around solid. They've got the defensive plays. They've got the front row. They've got great hands in the setting position. So, we talked last night about consistency. Russell has that. West Carter a little more inconsistent, which is, it's just hard in this sport when you can't get a consistent in-system run. So, they're going to start with that defense. They're going to have to be big up at that net. Mallory Hicks can put up a serious block against JC, but again, top player in the region. So there's going to have to be major net defense tonight and then scoot that defense up for West Carter and get those passes up.
That's the thing you get with Hicks is that she can bring the single block. She has the ability to do that. 44 blocks on the season. 33 of those have been solos. And at 6 foot, in this region, that's a tall stature.
Absolutely. She is athletic. She's another one that plays club ball outside of season, so she's got that constant development going on, so she's a hard one to beat.
You look at Russell, and one key that they have, the Sizemore twins also are their setters, and they run things through them. They've totaled, of the 1175 total assists this season, they're almost accounted for 1,000 of them. And then on the back side of that, they both can attack at the net. And when you get a player that can set at the net and can also attack at the net, it makes things very difficult for a defense.
And I'm sure there's something about that sister sync-up that they have that just makes this come a little bit more natural than maybe, it's such a relationship game that you have to be able to, bond with your teammates. So, there's probably something to that sister aspect of it.
I've seen that many times in the game. When you get sisters, brothers, it's like they have that sixth sense. They know where the other one wants it, what they want to do, where they're going with it. It should be a big one. JC Hall from the outside. She swings, and kind of like what we see with Peyton Powell, when it goes up, if it's on the net, it goes down.
JC can jump out of this gym if she's given the opportunity, so she's going to be a big play at the net.
Somebody was talking to me about midway through the season. They said, if you had to pick most improved player this year, who would it be? And I said, instantly, JC Hall. And from the development she made from last season to this year was leaps and bounds. Not to say that she was a bad player by any means, but her development, she really took our game to the next level.
Absolutely. I think she got that control that she needed.
Yeah, without a doubt. So the Comets will be in the white jerseys tonight. They'll be on the left side of your screen starting things off. And Russell, let's see.
Russell's also in the white.
They're going to be also in the white. Okay. So this is going to be interesting. So we have two teams wearing white. Somebody missed a memo. So the Comets will be in the maroon bottoms at least. Russell will be in the black bottoms. We will have the Russell Libero will be in the maroon and the West Carter Libero in the black. We will flip sides here at Raceland, so each team will have their opportunities to take their hacks on both sides of the net. Our officials for this evening's first game, Reagan Ackerman is our 1, Olivia Gilliland is our 2, Michaela Bonzo is our one of our line officials, and Chris Mertz is our second line official. Our second game, we've got to ask our R1 if his ears was burning last night because we got Dusty Coyle in game number 2 tonight.
I was just talking about the reffing lineup from last night to this night. We thought we were going to have an all-female lineup, but it looks like Mertz snuck in.
Yeah, I had one shy of it, so.
Looks like we're having some technical difficulties over here in Raceland microphone land.
Oh, boy.
Eric's just going to have to yell.
And he could probably work it out. A little bit of a information to pass on for tomorrow night. Our semifinals have flipped. So Boyd County and Rowan County is now going to play in game number 2.
Right.
Because Rowan County could not get here to play and start at 6 o'clock and didn't want to push everything back. So the winner of our bottom half of the bracket, the winner of this game, the winner of Ashland Fleming tonight, is going to play tomorrow night at 6. Then Boyd and Rowan will follow at 7:15, 7:30, somewhere in there. All right, we're going to step out for the national anthem. We'll come back and play some volleyball. Russell and West Carter next on Kool TV.
Hungry for something fresh and full of flavor? Come on down to Mackey's Pizza Pub, home of the shredded pepperoni. At 1007 Argolite Road in Flatwoods, Mackey's is where freshness meets flavor. They're serving up fresh, never frozen, wings, mouth-watering pizzas, hearty sandwiches, and crisp salads. All in a fun family atmosphere. And they have the only pool table in Flatwoods, plus a game room for everyone to enjoy. Mackey's Pizza Pub, home of the shredded pepperoni.
The world runs and depends on data.
Vertev keeps that data cool and operational with custom high-quality cooling equipment that is the Rolls-Royce of large and mid-size air conditioning systems. A Fortune 500 company located in Ironton, Vertev designs, builds, and supports critical cooling solutions for data centers. They offer real career potential with clear growth opportunities and support lifelong learning through their educational reimbursement program. For more information about their custom cooling solutions or about joining their team, visit Vertiv.com. When you become involved in complicated legal matters, many factors may fight for your attention in dealing with the situation. It is very stressful to carry out daily responsibilities while juggling legal, emotional, and financial concerns. At Wilson, Stavros, Rousey, and Thomas, our legal team can provide guidance and counseling dealing with these issues. They are a full-service law firm with established ties to Ashland and surrounding areas, specializing in family law, divorce, bankruptcy, motor vehicle accidents, and estate planning. Call 606-637-8717 for more information or visit them online at wilsonstavrosrousey.com. Wilson, Stavros, Rousey, and Thomas, proudly serving the area for 25 years.
Trust is something earned, not given. For over 90 years, KFB has built trust in your community. We believe our neighborhood is our responsibility. Through our quality service, innovative products, and local decision-making, we are committed to your financial success. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland. Back at the Palace alongside Katie Neltner, I'm James Collier. Our crew this evening, Trey Collier, Felicia Collier, and Jacob Hankins. Happy to have you along with us here tonight. Hey, Eric's got a microphone and it's working.
He hates that we made him do this.
That's okay. Everybody's got to get outside their skin a little bit. It's all good. All right, let's meet our starters. We'll meet the visitors on the scoreboard, the Russell Red Devils. Again, both teams in white tonight. All right, your Russell Red Devils now the home team on the scoreboard, the district's 62nd district champion. West Carter Comets.
Number 15, Piper Raver. Number 3, Gracie Nolan. Number 4, Stevie Dyer. Number 5, Brianna Brown. Number 8, Mallory Hicks. Number 10, Harper Sexton. Number 11, Aaliyah Patton. Number 12, Macy Green. Number 13, Peyton Lane. Number 22, Danica Parker. Number 23, Chloe Lane. Number 30, Holly Adams. And number 77, Cameron Hall. Officials for tonight, R1, Brayden Ackerman. R2, Olivia Gillian. L1, Kayla Monzo. Line Coach 2, Chris Mertz.
All right, ready for some volleyball action here tonight. First of two matches here in this opening round of the 16th Region Tournament. Both teams all in white. Somebody missed a memo tonight.
I just don't think teams do it like they used to. It used to be the dark color was your away jersey,
Yeah.
the light color was your home, but I guess it gets confusing in tournament time.
You always travel with both. Again, last night, Boyd County in straight sets over Greenup County. And then in game number 2, it was Rowan County cruising through the first 2 sets, and then a little bit of a struggle bus ride. I talked with Taylor Dixon after the game, and I said, "You had that come to Jesus timeout, didn't you?" She goes, "We had to get some things adjusted." And, once they found their footing there in the third set, they pulled away and took over victory. But, again, when you get into tournament time, you cannot underplay your opponent, and you do that, some nights that'll get you beat.
Right, you play, night after night after night. Those 1, 2, 3, 4 points of just messing around, they kind of add up.
All right, the officials going through their rotations. We'll bring in the West Carter libero of Aaliyah Patton. She'll be in the black jersey. It'll be Brooklyn Hawley in the maroon jersey for the Red Devils. West Carter's going to control the service first. And Peyton Lane, the freshman, back to the service line. Off we go. Night number 2 underway. And a ball fired back across, and putting it down for the point is Sydney Sizemore. And Russell takes an early 1-0 lead. Sizemore to the service line. Good deep service for an ace. 2-0 Russell out of the gate. Good ball back corner, Katie.
A little bit of a miscommunication. I think they both were calling it out. Those games, you need that bench hollering that ball's in.
She leads the team in service aces. That one too stiff out of the back line. So the service error gives the point and the ball back to West Carter. They trail it 2-1. Now Rihanna Brown, 99 aces on the season, leads this team.
It's a solid serve. You can see why.
Ball will play up toward Hicks, but she had to bump it across. Here's Sizemore. Back corner, down for the point as Brooklyn Sizemore connects.
Looks like a little bit of nerves over on the West Carter side.
Great look there from the net cam. I love that shot. Takes you in the action.
Right up front.
Right up front. Good shots there from our guy down on the floor, Jacob Hankins. Good service. Sizemore, Hall tips and connects. And that's a ball that I think J.C. Hall has really developed, is understanding you don't have to swing on everything. You can find that soft touch and get it to drop in.
Looked like she was a little bit early, caught the end of her fingertips. West Carter's got to get in a rhythm here.
Into the big block. That was Hall and Wilson at the net. On the attack there was Chloe Lane. 5-1, Russell in front. And a block at the net as Hicks tried to put that one across. And that was J.C. Hall that turns it away. That's something that Hall brings to the table. 77 blocks on the season. Timeout, West Carter. And there's that number you were talking about last night, Katie. 5 points. Don't let a match get separated before 5 points before calling a timeout.
No, statistically, that is what I've told. I've never checked the statistics, but my college coach used to always tell me 5 points, we're calling a timeout. But serve receive on West Carter's got to get their butt down, pull that ball off the net, especially when you've got a big block like J.C. Hall. You can't put it anywhere near the plane of the net.
Look in the huddle there with Russell as they break out of there, and you look at Casey Mullins and the time that she's been there. She took over as the head coach after Tiffany Perry hung it up and after winning the regional championship back in 2020, and she was an assistant with Tiff during that period and has done a great job of her team, still trying to find that first region championship that they're searching after.
You know, Russell's always had talented girls. A lot of them play outside season. I know I preach that a lot, but development happens in the off season, and Russell puts in the work in that off season.
See Casey there talking to Sizemore on the far sideline as we go ready to get back underway. There's a ball up to Hicks, and that's the ball they have to get her. Good answer out of the timeout.
Plays like that, keeping in system on the West Carter side, is what's going to keep this game.
So Gracie Nolan, junior on this year's squad, 58 aces, down by 4 here in the opening frame. And she'll start with an ace as J.C. Hall misplays that one. 2 big points for the Comets. And a good answer out of the timeout by Christy Tackett.
She's got a nice floater serve. I think J.C. kind of misread that one. Came a little higher than she thought it was going to be.
Are those the balls that they're difficult to read because, they, like you said, they hang so long and it's trying to figure out where you want to play it?
They actually shift in the air, so it's making contact on the back of the ball, as opposed to those top spins making contact on the top and adding that little twitch to the ball. But the floaters are usually harder to pass just because they're hard to read. You don't know whether they're going to come over.
Great play there by Hicks. The ball gets deposited back at the center, and she finds the opening in the back corner and just fires it down. Here's Hall on a push. Has that one blocked away. Hicks turns it away, and it's down to 1. That's a ball you can't just push at the net when you've got 6 foot standing right there waiting that can jump out of the gym just as you do.
Yeah, you have to see that block. Those pushes, they've got to go deep corners.
And that one's too stiff as Nolan sends that one out of the back of the inline, but a good answer there by West Carter, out of the timeout.
It's those unforced errors both teams have to cut down on. You can't miss those serves.
Here's Abigail Artis checking in as J.C. Hall goes out of the rotation now. 7-5 Russell here in the first frame. Off the tape and dumps it across. That's that 50-50 ball you've got no chance of making a play on no matter which side you're on. You just hope that it falls the direction you want it to, and for Artis it does.
Good pass.
Nice dig from the back row, but they'll say that one was down as they feed Hicks on the near side pin from the right side. She'll pick up the kill, her 3rd, and she'll go to the service line.
Russell's defense just one step too deep.
And she picks up an ace. That's one thing this West Carter team comes into the tournament. They are the best serving team in the field, averaging almost 4.5 aces per set. They've got it down to 1. Darnell on a touch across. Sizemore going back corner.
Good hustle by Rihanna.
Sizemore fires it down, and Brooklyn Sizemore connects. Her 2nd kill.
Those balls, you're happy people are going for them, but you'd rather them talk and communicate. Someone step up and take the ball as opposed to run into each other.
We saw that some last night. Some players, almost nearly colliding, just getting that communication spot going to where they need to get to be. Sizemore flips that one down the line, and that's what we talked about. When you have a setter that at the net, that ninja kill is what I like to call it, just reads it so well and saw it fall line in the back corner.
If you're going to push or roll or free ball, those are the deep corners you want to hit.
Nice swing on the far side. As putting that one home was Aaliyah Patton. No, excuse me, Peyton Lane, number 13. This young lady coming in, I have no idea. She is not on the roster. There is no 77. I know they announced her in pregame, but she is not on the roster. Touch near side, and Sydney Sizemore with a nice finesse touch drops that one in. Great look out on the ice and Cards and Collectibles instant replay. Gets the single block and just touches it across. West Carter tries to answer back with the same thing, but the touch down the line from Danica Barker bends out of bounds for the error. Russell has its largest lead now at 4. Brooklyn Holly, deep service. Comets play back in the middle. Lane with a free ball. Here's Sizemore back up front. Goes off to her sister. She goes cross court. Off the tip, it falls in for the point. And the Russell lead is 5.
West Carter's defense falling back on those heels. They've got to get up on their toes. One thing Russell does really, really well is playing those out-of-system balls.
Here's Sizemore to Sizemore. Darnell down the pipe. Back line. Too stiff, but they got West Carter into the net. Okay, it's something when you talk about, we see players into the net. There's two things. You cannot get into the net, and your foot cannot go past that line underneath that you can see there on your screen when you go for an attack or a block.
Right, they can't step all the way over the line. So as long as it gets confusing because some people are hollering about being on that line. The foot has to be completely over the line for it to be an error.
Holly's up front now. Sends it outside. And Vordran into the net on the attack error. Side out West Carter. Still with Mallory Hicks stuck on the sideline out of the rotation, though. And Danica Barker. Darnell laces one down. It's dug and sent all the way back across. Vordran answers and goes back corner for the point. So number 77, I've been told, is number 40 on their actual roster. So thank you for that.
Eric Bays for the win.
He can get that kind of stuff when he's sitting at the scores table. Our Kennedy Darnell. I always laugh whenever she serves. I've been talking about this. She waves at the ball when it goes. And a lot of times it's because she waves, it goes bye-bye. Speaking of bye-bye, that's a big block there by J.C. Hall, who's back in system on the attack there at the net. Seven-point Russell lead.
Good serve.
Yeah, burns it right across the top of the tape.
Those pushes make me nervous.
Back corner.
Good hustle by the libero.
Russell, yeah, great job of running that one down, but a misplay by West Carter bends it out of bounds. But a great hustle play there by the libero for the Comets. Yes, that's Aaliyah Patton, the senior.
It's one of those plays, it's a little bit chaotic, but you've got to be able to rein it back in.
8-point Russell lead. Another good serve by Darnell. Patton on that back row. Sizemore back up front. Hall down the line, out of bounds, right in front of Chrissy Tackett.
Shoulders were turned just a little too far right.
Is that a ball that you'd rather see just come down the pipe with?
You know, when they rear up like that, you never really know. So I always tell my girls, get on that line.
Yeah. Good service to the back row. That's Peyton Lane.
Good save on the far side.
Darnell to the back row. Sizemore on a touch.
Good up.
West Carter diving over each other, saves it up. Great hustle play by the Comets. Hall goes down the line, back corner for the point.
She made sure to keep those shoulders turned.
And in minor things like that, turning your shoulders, getting your hands turned just the slightest little bit, it makes the world of difference when you're playing the speed these girls play.
It's a game of angles. You have to know, and that's what I always tell my girls. Wherever the shoulder's going, that's where the ball's going.
18-10. Hicks is back in. They feed it to her. Misplay. She'll come right back at it. Brooklyn Sizemore blocked away. Hicks turns that one down.
Big play off the bench.
That's what you like to see when you bring your big hitter back in. Immediately find impact. And it's something when you take her off the floor, you immediately know it. When she returns, you immediately know it.
You know, that's one of those things that's momentum. It's that bringing the skill on and off the court and bringing the attitude and the effort.
All right, Rihanna Brown. Down by 7 are the Comets.
Solid serve.
Here's Hall. And into the net. So the point for the Comets.
Russell's serve reception keeps jerking their arms. They just got to sit back into that pass.
Blocked out of bounds and finishing for the point is Gracie Nolan. Lead is down to 5.
Another out-of-system play for Russell.
Hicks with a laser beam near side. That was in system and looked perfect. It's a 3-0 run, and the lead is down to 4. And you can see what we were talking about coming in. West Carter leads the teams in the region field with serving. You can see it from the service line. Again, Russell out of system. Flips this one across. And then Hicks on a misplay at the net. Russell's going to side out and pick up the point.
You can see some nerves in Russell's serve receptions right now.
So 9 of Vordran. Back to the service line. Here comes Hicks down the pipe for another. No block coming for Russell, and she connects with that one with ease.
Great set. They ran that quick. I don't think that J.C. Hall was able to read that one.
Hicks' 5th kill. Comets hanging around here in the first.
Good pass. Smart play by Kaylee.
And down the near side is Brooklyn Sizemore to that back corner for the point. And can you go back to that smart play there? That's a ball where defensively, after you've touched it, you are allowed to go back up with it. I saw Wilson there. She put 2 fingers up pointing a two-touch, but that's a ball that you are allowed to touch when you deflect it off the original defender play.
Right, when it looks like a block. Now, when you're coming down off of it, it gets a little more of a discretionary call by the refs, but I think on that one, it was a defensive play and then another defensive play.
Hicks had to backpedal and reset there on a bad set. Hicks on a toss across, diving save Sidmore, and then Hicks fires it right back down. What a connection there from Mallory Hicks. The diving save by Sizemore was huge, but the ball comes right back up at the net, and Hicks deposits. She's back to the service line, down by 4 of the Comets.
When you've got a player like Hicks, you've got to keep it off the plane of the net.
Kennedy Darnell goes line from the near to the far, and then soft touch across for her, and a quick side out to get Hicks off the floor. That's probably your biggest point of the match right now, getting her off the service line, because it also rotates her out of the game. 21-16, Russell in front. And Sydney Sizemore for another, her 4th kill of the match.
Russell's doing a great job of getting swings off of those out-of-system plays. So regardless of whose hands that second ball comes off of, they're swinging on the ball.
Nice ace there from Brooklyn Sizemore. Gets that top spin to just dive straight downward. And Russell 2 points away from closing things out here in the first frame. 3rd ace of the match thus far for the Red Devils. Parker blocked at the net. Wilson fires it across. A joust at the net. West Carter tried to play it up, but they could not do so. And it's set point for the Red Devils. Okay, that's another scoring decision right there. That was a ball that some would try to score as a kill. That's not a kill because there was a second touch and even a chance for a 3rd touch on the backside.
I would agree.
All right, set point.
Good hustle by Rihanna.
Sizemore on the tape, drops it in for the point, and Russell finishes things out here in set number 1, 25-16. We'll step out for a break. Set 2 when we return to the Palace after this on Kool TV.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe that strong communities begin with strong partnerships, and that starts with trust. Since 1932, we've proudly served the families and businesses of this region because your goals matter, your family matters, and your future should be built on a foundation you can count on and trust. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice.
No matter if you are building a new home or remodeling your current one, let DJ's Kitchen Corner design your new kitchen. From custom cabinets to countertop spaces, no design is too big for DJ's Kitchen Corner. They offer free estimates and their friendly staff is committed to helping you every step of the way to find your perfect space. Give them a call at 606-928-3688 to schedule an appointment and check them out online at djskitchencorner.com. That's DJ's Kitchen Corner, located at 5350 State Route 5 in Ashland, family owned and operated for 40 years.
Are you looking for a senior care assisted living facility for your loved one? Look no further. Heritage Point Assisted Living is located at 3304 Rhodes Avenue, New Boston. Owners Steve and Debbie Akers invite you to stop by and see their beautiful home-like atmosphere, including rooms with walk-in showers. Residents can also walk in the beautiful courtyard, shop in the general store, enjoy 3 delicious meals each day. From respite care to housekeeping and laundry services to free transportation to local doctor's visits, Heritage Point provides the care your loved one needs. Over 50 years of providing care. That's Heritage Point Assisted Living. Call today 740-456-8245, 740-456-8245. Our family caring for your family.
With Christmas just around the corner, Wireman's Greenhouse, located on US 23 in Greenup, is your home for all your decoration needs. Wireman's features Fraser fir, Norway spruce, Serbian spruce, and white pine, as well as potted evergreen trees that's a perfect touch for your home, and they offer wreath-making classes available to all ages. Wireman's also has poinsettias and custom fruit and gift baskets, as well as gift cards for that holiday treat. This holiday season, let Wireman's help you deck the halls for all your decoration needs. Wireman's Greenhouse on US 23 in Greenup, and check them out on Facebook.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Russell wins set number 1. As we head to set number 2, Wes Carter hits a 333. Mallory Hicks with 6 kills in the first frame. Russell at a 647. Sydney and Brooklyn Sizemore each with 5 kills, 3 service aces, 1 service error. Katie, first impression of both of these teams through the first set?
Yeah, I think we've both gotten out to a little bit of a slow start right now, so they got to both find a little bit more energy. You know, Russell's doing a great job of those out of system. I'd like to see them get in system and run some actual offense. And then Wes Carter, that defense just got to step up and take some balls so that they can run some offense.
Now, the lack of Russell's offense, has that been because of Wes Carter's defense keeping them that way, or has it just been they've not been able to get to the balls the way that they need to?
You know, I think it's a tribute to Wes Carter's serving talent. So I think we're having some struggles over here on the Russell side, getting those serve receptions up in the setter's box so that we can run offense.
All right, we do flip sides now, so Wes Carter is on the right side of your screen. Russell will be on the left side, and they will have the service to start things off after winning the first frame 25-16. Sydney Sizemore will start things off for us. Here we go with set number 2. And a good ball from the outside as that one goes home. Rihanna Brown. And that's one of those balls, too, that I think everybody in the gym was expecting right down the pipe with 8, and all of a sudden you get the single block outside and an easy attack. And a service error. That one goes into the net. So Nana Vordran, a sophomore. Good service.
Nice drop at the end.
Here's Hall, laces one through.
That's one thing that defense in the Eastern Kentucky needs to understand is that if you've got that right-handed middle hitter, that they're most likely going to default to that 5. Strategically, you tell your hitters you want to go with the 1 because that houses the setter and you can take any team out of system. But it's just natural for a right-handed middle hitter to go ahead and swing on that 5.
2-1 Russell. And that went into the tape.
She rushed herself.
Excuse me, should be 3-1 West Carter. I'm say they got our scoreboard has it incorrect. Hang on a second, I believe that they're trying to get it set now. I think it's good. We'll get it squared away here in a second. Hall with a big ball.
Kicked off with that dig by Holly. That was a great pass.
So 3-2. Russell in front. Again, Russell is the visitors on the scoreboard. Darnell, back corner. Russell in front now, 4-2. No, you had it right. Never trust the scoreboard. It's always wrong. You follow the scoreboard, and that's when everything went sideways. All right, Artist. She had some really good services back in the first frame. Hicks bends this one out of bounds, far side. 5-2 Russell.
Another one, her shoulders were just turned way too far out right.
Hicks brings it near side. Sizemore dives, jousts at the net. Hicks deposits. That's a ball you don't want to try to do too much with.
Just to go up at the plane, defend the net.
Gracie Nolan.
Great serve.
Darnell over the net. Hicks touches it back up. Back corner, put it down for the point.
That one was close.
Caleb Bonzo had a good look at it. It was right down the tape. So Brooklyn Sizemore. A 3-point lead for the Red Devils, leading the match 1-0. A misplay by Barker at the net.
A little bit of an overcorrection on leaving too early on that approach. Both teams have great serves.
Too stiff there on the attack from Hicks. You could see as soon as she leaned back, that ball was starting upward.
It's hard. You can't snap when you're swinging from the 10-foot line, but you do have to be able to manage that ball. Good pass.
Back to Hicks, off the tip of the net. Russell plays it out of the net, and Hicks will finish. That's one of those balls, too, Katie, that it gets hung right at the net. You can go over and pound it down. You can't leave your hand hanging over the net after you make the contact.
Correct. No breaking the plane.
Good job there by Hicks to get it back up front. West Carter plays it across on a free ball. Russell trying to scurry back into the system. Darnell pushes it down for the point. Kennedy's a player that she is just so athletically gifted. She doesn't have to have perfect balls to make something happen.
I'm told she plays basketball, too, and I think
she's a phenomenal basketball player.
A lot of correlation between those two sports. Saw that firsthand with Audrey Biggs.
I'll tell you a funny story about Kennedy here in just a bit from her basketball days. Fordran goes back a line.
Smart play on the roll.
And the net on the near side on the attack error.
West Carter's not getting their approach all the way out. They're kind of just chilling right in front of that 10-foot line, and you just can't cut yourself off like that.
So the libero of Brooklyn Holly drops it in the back corner for the ace. Back to Kennedy Darnell.
I think it's one of those perception things. I think West Carter thinks they're a little bit deeper than they actually are on the court.
I've covered her all the way through basketball since the time she was in 7th grade. And I remember, I've covered Mandy Lane's teams for years and stuff, and I remember her first year that she was on the court when she was out there, and she looked like a baby fawn on new legs on ice. She was everywhere. You had no idea where she's going. And you're like, my goodness, this girl has got so much athletic talent, she has no idea what to do with it. And year after year, it just kept getting better and better and better, and it seems like that she's been playing ball for like 10 years.
Wow.
But she comes from such a great family. The Darnells are well known through Russell with all this, her sister, all the stuff that they've had from there, and just a great kid to say the least. She's just a go-getter, a workhorse. She won't be outworked, and a great personality across the board.
I think that's the great thing about being from, everyone faults kind of small towns, but being from a small town is you just get to see the development year after year after year.
And that's the fun thing about this is being around the kids for, especially some of the teams that I get to cover regularly, is watching that progression. And it's fun. You see them out, and they know you, you know them, and you bring that relationship part of it to it, and it makes it a lot of fun.
Right. I grew up in Cincinnati, so we didn't have that small town feel. But around here, I'm just happy my kids are growing up in a small town.
All right, back underway, a 7-point Russell lead, 11-4.
Good serve by Holly.
Sizemore bumps it up. Sydney from the far side. Back to Barker. Nice little touch down the line, and Sydney Sizemore picks up the point. Her 7th kill of the match.
Smart choice. She read that right over the block was open and available. So's the deep one. If you can get that setter position to move up and back, that's your best bet over there on that outside.
Good job, West Carter. They're scrambling. And Darnell winds up and lets it fly. Her 4th kill.
Coach in me just wants to yell, block the 5. Block the 5.
Yeah, you keep saying these numbers. Help the people at home that might not know. 5, where are you talking?
All right, it gets confusing because we go
it does a weird,
counterclockwise.
yes.
So you start serving in the 1. We call that a home of the setter. It's where the service comes out of, and then you rotate counterclockwise. You go up to the 2, then the 3, then the 4. The near side over here on West Carter. And then the 5 is this cross court down kind of by Michaela Bonzo, and then the 6 is just deep middle.
And you hear the players all the time. They'll say 1-1-1, 5. That's where they're talking about it. That's the direction they want to go with the ball.
As a coach, that would make me so happy to hear out of my players. There's so much communication that can happen in this sport, and that's what I preach to my girls. It's so much more than just calling the ball. It's so much more than just mine. It's communicating as to short, long, deep, 3 hitters, 2 hitters, 2 blocks, 1's open, 5's open, 4's open. There's so many things that can be so productive coming out of your mouth during this game.
All right, Cammie Hall. Big block at the net there by West Carter. Fordran fires one from the far pin. Lead is 10. In game 2 coming up, Ashland and Fleming County. Ashland is in the house. I have yet to see Fleming come through the door, though. It is about probably 5 to 8 minutes shy of their normal time of being able to get here, probably about 6:45 or so.
I thought I saw Tanya, but...
And they may have snuck in and gone into the locker room. I didn't see them come in, so. Getting from Flemingsburg to Raceland, it's not an easy trip.
It's not. We went there for a JV tournament, and
there's no easy way there.
nope, you go up to Moorhead and right, or up to Maysville and left.
This one quickly getting away from West Carter as it's a 12-point lead, 17-5 here in the second. Kennedy Darnell.
West Carter definitely needs a push.
Holly plays it back up front. Sizemore from that 10-foot line. (18-5). And again, all of this with number 8 stuck on the bench.
No, it's a hard decision as a coach, those subs, trying to get your players back in. And, sometimes your playmakers, find themselves on the bench. That happened a lot with Greenup, the Peyton Powell rotating into the back. And you just got to find a way, the rest of the team, to get that point.
So the service error. Makes it 18-6.
Little jerk on the pass.
And a finish on the far line. That's Macy Green, the freshman.
That's a hard ball to defend. You don't expect a right-handed on the right side to be able to hit that 5.
So back for Wes Carter now. Another player not on the roster. That one's out of bounds. (19-7). Russell in front. Sydney Sizemore trying to close things out here in set number 2 and take a commanding 2-0 lead. Joust to the net. That one's turned back by Vordran for the point. Had the ball left at the net, and she sends it straight back down. Nice play by her.
Smart play by a sophomore.
Her 3rd kill of the match. Good service. We see both of these teams just burn it right across the top of the tape.
Both of them have phenomenal serving tonight.
21-7. Sizemore with an ace. As this runaway has continued to pick up pace.
Back in system.
Darnell in the back row. Push to the outside. Brooklyn Sizemore back deep. Leah Patton with a nice dig on the back row for Wes Carter. And then a little dump across.
Just a bit of a miscommunication.
That's what happens when you get everybody that's ready to go attack, 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 and they forget the most important piece, the ball. Big swing near side, and Brooklyn Sizemore connects for another. Her 6th kill of the match, 23-8.
That's the great thing about Russell is they have hitters at every position.
And when one's maybe not hitting the way they want to, there's others that's ready to step up and make that position. And when you get them all clicking at once, it becomes a runaway train.
Absolutely. That's how this game has to work, is that you clean up your teammates' messes.
Guess who's back in the ball game? Mallory Hicks. Instantly off the bench, just like it was in set 1, and she picks up a point on a deep push far side next to the Russell bench. The problem of it is that she was stuck on the bench for almost 16 points.
She came off and made a play, though, so let's see what she does.
Brianna Brown.
Great pass by Brooklyn Holly.
And you got Russell into the net.
You know, there's so many nerves that are bubbling whenever you're in that serve reception. Any jerk of the arm or twitch of the wrist or jump on that ball will send it flying.
Nice dig by Brown on the far sideline. Great hustle play there by Wes Carter. Here comes Hall. She bends this one out of bounds near side. You saw Kaylee Wilson was asking for it on the right side.
She was. She had a great hit on the far side over there before she transitioned over to the right side.
And it's into the net.
I think you feel some immediacy back there on that serving line, but the girls don't understand. Just take a breath, chill. You've got several seconds that you can run that off.
So set point for Russell. And Abigail Artis, the sophomore, trying to close things out for a 2-0 lead in the match. Going with a floating service and did not quite get it there.
Russell's got great depth on their bench. When you're getting that experience as a sophomore into the region tournament, I mean, that experience itself is invaluable.
And then right into the net on the service error. And that'll wrap things up for set number 2. Russell wins set 2, 25-12. We return after this for set number 3 on Kool TV.
Hungry for something fresh and full of flavor? Come on down to Mackey's Pizza Pub, home of the shredded pepperoni. At 1007 Argolite Road in Flatwoods, Mackey's is where freshness meets flavor. They're serving up fresh, never frozen, wings, mouth-watering pizzas, hearty sandwiches, and crisp salads. All in a fun family atmosphere. And they have the only pool table in Flatwoods, plus a game room for everyone to enjoy. Mackey's Pizza Pub, home of the shredded pepperoni.
The world runs and depends on data. Vertev keeps that data cool and operational with custom high-quality cooling equipment that is the Rolls-Royce of large and mid-size air conditioning systems. A Fortune 500 company located in Ironton, Vertev designs, builds, and supports critical cooling solutions for data centers. They offer real career potential with clear growth opportunities and support lifelong learning through their educational reimbursement program. For more information about their custom cooling solutions or about joining their team, visit vertiv.com. When you become involved in complicated legal matters, many factors may fight for your attention in dealing with the situation. It is very stressful to carry out daily responsibilities while juggling legal, emotional, and financial concerns. At Wilson, Stavros, Rousey, and Thomas, our legal team can provide guidance and counseling dealing with these issues. They are a full-service law firm with established ties to Ashland and surrounding areas, specializing in family law, divorce, bankruptcy, motor vehicle accidents, and estate planning. Call 606-637-8717 for more information or visit them online at wilsonstavrosrousey.com. Wilson, Stavros, Rousey, and Thomas, proudly serving the area for 25 years.
Trust is something earned, not given. For over 90 years, KFB has built trust in your community. We believe our neighborhood is our responsibility. Through our quality service, innovative products, and local decision-making, we are committed to your financial success. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Russell doing a little dance here is in between sets, a little Cotton Eye Joe as we welcome you back here to the Palace. Russell in front 2-0, 25-12, Katie in that second frame. And it was, again, they got the rotation where Mallory Hicks got stuck on the bench and they rolled off 15 straight.
Yeah, you know, sometimes your defense just got to step up and take that hard pass, and then offense has to play the smart line, and Wes Carter struggled just a little bit.
All right, so we'll be Wes Carter on the left side of your screen. Russell will be on the right. Both teams, again, wearing white tonight. We won't have that issue in game 2, as we'll have one team in maroon and one team in black. Again, tomorrow night, the semifinal times have flipped, so we will play the bottom half of the bracket, the winner of this game, the winner of our next game at 6 o'clock, and then the Rowan County Boyd game will follow approximately 20 minutes at the conclusion after that. All right, here we go. Set number 3 is underway. Russell trying to close things out in straight sets.
Good cross-court dig.
And Wes Carter can't play it up. Got a little hung up there on the back row trying to get to it. As the libero of Aaliyah Patton trying to get to it to play it across, but had to navigate past her own player. Good service by Sydney Sizemore. Here's Hicks off the antenna. 2-0 Russell.
It's one thing you got to watch when you're trying to turn it towards that line.
Good deep service. The error on Wes Carter makes it 3-0.
Another float serve. It's hard. I think Wes Carter's having some trouble deciding where that's going. There's a pass.
Hicks laces that one in. Sometimes it's just find hands.
You know, sometimes you just got to tool off that block.
Wes Carter's service continues to struggle here tonight.
They're just rushing themselves.
6 service errors tonight for the Comets.
That makes a big difference once you start looking at point differentials.
Again, a team that's coming in averaging almost 4.5 aces a set. Wes Carter tonight has 2 aces. Russell just dropped in their 7th. And that was Nina Vordran.
Postseason does some crazy things.
Good floating service. And Wes Carter's not there.
A little bit of lack of communication.
Vordran, a player that has kind of played herself into the position. You talk about sophomore coming off the bench and getting into that starting rotation, and she goes to that back line and works so well, and we've seen her take some big swings up front as well.
You know, when you get that experience as a sophomore, you have to make sure you take full advantage of it. I mean, no reason for nerves, no reason for, fear. Just get up and swing on the ball.
Sizemore puts that one in for a point. Brooklyn Sizemore, her 7th of the match, 7-1. Russell in front. Great look there courtside. Jacob Hankins working down low, hoping he doesn't get run over tonight. He almost got taken out last night. And it's out of the bounds on the attack. That's one thing playing with a camera courtside. You are fair game for anything.
You know, you always watch those NFL games, and the photographer's the first one to get taken out.
I was doing a game on ESPN a couple weeks ago, and our camera operator that was on the floor sits literally right next to us, and we had a player take her out. And she was in a rolly chair. She flipped upside down. Camera goes out of the back of her hand. She hits the ground. She pops back up, grabs her camera, goes right back to work. And I looked at her and I said, "Are you okay?" She said, "I'm fine. Let's play." I was like, "Okay, let's go."
She was an athlete. That's what you want them. You want them to give all that effort, but then kind of you get to that bench and you're like, rear it back.
Yeah.
Rear it back.
Let's go. Big sway there by J.C. Hall, her 5th kill of the match.
Nina's doing a great job on that serving line.
That one's too deep.
Just a little bit more snap in that wrist.
So Gracie Nolan down by 7 are the Comets here in the 3rd. Floating service. And a big swing up front. That's Kaylee Wilson for the attack and the kill. Her 1st of the match. Wes Carter brought the double, just didn't get there. So now Abigail Artis. Diving save by her on the back line. And a nice block at the net.
Kaylee a little off kilter there.
Trying to get the push, just got it a little bit off sorts. And
You want to be careful. She turned that hand upside down. Depending on the ref, you may get caught on that lift.
Darnell, off balance jump. Free ball over by Russell. Big swing, deer side. Out of the back row there by Chloe Lane. Now Brooklyn Sizemore. Hicks rotates out. And Harper Sexton comes on. Patton on the dig on the back row. And a bad pass up front. Does not allow West Carter to get a swing on it. 9-point edge for the Red Devils. Big block at the net as Hall turns that one down. Or excuse me, Sizemore turns that one down. Ten-point lead. And an ace. Right now, everything coming up maroon and gold at the Palace. And match number 2 tonight, Ashland and Fleming County. Darnell with a block at the net. This one's punched across, and a diving save attempt on the back row won't go home, but West Carter scores the point.
It was a good hustle by Artis.
Brown on the point there for West Carter, and the punch. And now Cammie Hall. Seven seniors on this West Carter team. Freshman, junior, 2 freshmen, and a sophomore, the others that make up the rotation.
It's a very heavy senior year.
You see a lot of teams around the region that has that issue of a very heavy senior class.
Raceland did not have
No,
that issue.
I was thinking that. You only have 3 seniors yourself.
That's a good pass.
Fordran on the dump and out of bounds.
It was a good thought. I think she was just a little too far off.
That was probably the angle with the block coming the way it was, is just try to flip it across, but
Smart choice. Just sometimes it doesn't execute.
I think the biggest thing, if you ask Casey Mullins what she's happy with what they've done here tonight, more than anything, is taking West Carter away from their service. There's Darnell, fires that one down. Nice dig by Hall on the near side. And then Fordran answers back with a cross court to the back corner.
Completely different approach when she gets all the way back to that 10-foot line.
Artis off, back in is J.C. Hall. She's had a kind of a semi-quiet night as well because of some of the rotations that Russell has been in whenever they've gotten Hicks off the floor. Push outside off the double block attempt. Sizemore fires one home on a big pop.
That was strong contact. You could hear that up here.
8th kill tonight for Sydney. 17-5. And Kennedy Darnell from the service line. Good service by Kennedy.
Bit of a
There comes
long
Hall.
contact on that.
Yeah, that's what I kind of thought as well. They're going to get Russell into the net. A lot of contact on the push up front is, I'm guessing, what you were talking about.
No, the back on the Kennedy Darnell.
Yeah, that's what. Sorry, yeah. That
Oh,
one.
okay, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, the first pass.
The first one, yep,
Yeah.
off that first one.
West Carter grabs a point, cuts the lead to 10. Peyton Allen, a freshman, working from that service line. Trying to get back in this one. Down 2 games to none.
Great pass by Brooklyn Hall.
And J.C. Hall fires that one down with a little ferociousness with it. She's not had it many times to swing tonight, only her 6th kill of the match.
No, Russell has struggled just a little bit tonight staying in system, but, I mean, they're making it work out of system.
Look coming in. She was Second in the region in kills coming in just behind Peyton Powell. Nice diving save by Patton. Hicks back in, floats it across.
Smart choice.
And a dump there by Sydney Sizemore. And that's when you have a player up front that can attack and can set at the same time. They read the floor so well. So now Sydney Sizemore, 5 points away from a trip to the semis tomorrow night. Off to Hicks, a big swing. Darnell's right there. Brooklyn Sizemore with a big swing, and that one's headed to the stands.
Russell's extremely talented, and then you get him in system, and there's just no stopping him.
Her 8th kill of the night.
Great reception by Wes Carter.
Big block there by Hicks on Hall. They go outside. They go back corner, and Brooklyn Sizemore with another. And that's when good teams read the defense. You go pipe, it gets blocked, push it outside, hit it with the opposite.
You know, when you have those options, you know, had they gone back to JC, all she had to do was take one of the angles. But when you have the option, you might as well push it back out.
Vordran into the double block and out of bounds for another. She's had a nice night here this evening. Her 5th kill of the match.
She has. She's doing well at the net, and she's also doing well back there on the serving line.
So 23-7. Floating service by Sydney Sizemore. Patton plays it up. Wes Carter over on a free ball. Russell jumps back in system. Down the line into the back corner. And Brooklyn Sizemore back-to-back kills, and it's match point for the Red Devils, her 10th of the night. And Sydney Sizemore trying to close things out here with a quick one. She leaves it at the net. J.C. Hall pounds it down with authority and sends Russell's into the semifinals tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. 25-7. A definitive third set for the Red Devils. Final numbers, Wes Carter hits it an 0.62. Mallory Hicks with 10 kills in the match. 2 aces, 6 service errors. For Russell, they hit it a 6.74. Brooklyn Sizemore with 10 kills. Sydney Sizemore with 9. J.C. Hall has 7, 8 aces, 4 service errors for the Red Devils. So with the win, Russell goes to 27-10. Wes Carter calls it a season at 15-11. We'll step out for about 20 minutes, and we'll come back and get you game number 2 tonight. It's Ashland and Fleming County. It'll be on our second stream. Thanks to everyone for tuning in here with us on this one. So for Katie Nelton, I'm James Collier. We'll talk to you in about 20 minutes right here on Kool TV.
Thank you for watching the 2025 16th Region Volleyball Tournament live on Kool TV. This broadcast of the 16th Region Volleyball Tournament has been a special sports presentation of the Total Media Sports Network and Kool TV.